All right. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Alfred Hauk, and with me today is Alexis Kershaw. She's a young graduate of the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine, a local person here in the Brantford area, born and raised in the Burford area, if I understand correctly. And so we're going to chat a little bit about things that brought her to this stage where she is now going to be a naturopathic doctor very, very soon. So Alexis, say hi. Nice to have you doing our Zoom interview. We're going to record it. Hopefully it turns out fine on our Facebook site and anywhere else that people might see it. So tell me, Alexis, I know we've known you for a long time. I know that you've been part of the holistic family for, gosh, I think over 8 years now. So tell me about the early days that got you interested in, natural medicine and, just go for it. Tell me all about your life in 5 minutes or less.
Sounds good. So growing up, I knew I always wanted to be in the health field. I thought I wanted to be a doctor, tossed that idea around, and then ultimately it was my father who mentioned to me, why don't you look into naturopathic medicine? I grew up on a medicinal herb farm. So my parents grow a variety of different herbs. So that probably started the whole conversation of a naturopathic medicine. And I looked into it, and after that, I knew that's what I wanted to do. So it was actually fairly early on that I knew that this was the path that I wanted to take. And from there, I started setting everything up so that I could get to this point where I am now.
That's pretty cool. I've never been that organized. A lot of things happen by accident for me. So well done. That's awesome. So you were in high school when you came and visited us here at the clinic. Were you already thinking you'd be doing naturopathic medicine, or was that still sort of an option and you were just checking out what these interesting characters were doing here at Holistic Healing Arts?
Good question. So actually I pretty much knew that I wanted to do this in the later years in grade school. So I came into high school knowing that this is what I wanted to do. And so by the time I came and saw you guys, I was pretty set on this path that I wanted to take. And that's the reason why I came to see you guys, was I had an option to do a co-op. And so that's why I came to see you guys, and we set up a co-op, and I completed a co-op in grade 12 with you guys.
That was great. I remember that. And I know you were here for our open house. I think it was our 20th anniversary. So it was kind of cool. I think we have pictures of you hanging out with Dave Levac and a couple of the other local politicians when they came and said hi to us. So that's pretty cool. And so then after you finished high school, and now you know what you have to do, what was the next step in your journey?
Yeah, so the next step was to obviously go to university, because in order to get into the naturopathic program, you have to complete your bachelor's of science. So I applied to the University of Guelph, and I got in there and I started my degree off in nutrition and nutraceuticals. But then early on, I switched to plant science with a mix of human science, just because I enjoy the farm life, I enjoy plants and all of that. So I wanted to learn more about that world on top of human medicine. So I kind of mixed them both together in university and switched into plant science. And then I completed my bachelor's of science in 2016. And then I applied and got into the Naturopathic College, and I started there in 2016.
Very nice. So this is in Toronto, the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine in Toronto. So,
exactly, yeah.
And 4 more years of that. Now,
exactly.
So you did 4 years at Guelph.
Yeah, so actually I did 3 years. I fast-tracked it.
Wow.
So with the naturopathic medical program, you have the option of applying in your 3rd year of university as long as you graduate with a bachelor's of science. And so I applied and I got in early. And so instead of completing my 4th year and receiving my honors in plant science, I completed 3 years and received my bachelor's of science, and then started at the naturopathic college.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's a long road to hoe, isn't it? I mean, really, to 7, 8 years, and then you know, starting to create a practice on your own. You don't. It's not like you slot into this, you know, monopoly that's just there ready you know, make things work for you. So well done. That's a lot of courage these days, and it's a great calling. But but it's not something you want. It's not a decision you take lightly. So I'm very impressed with your perseverance. And so this summer in June, you graduated with your naturopathic degree.
Yeah. So actually, in May, I was supposed to
Okay.
graduate last week. It would have been. So yeah, this May I graduated, and then now I'm just in the middle of trying to study for my boards exams, because we have to complete our boards exams in order to be a licensed practitioner in Ontario.
So this is the Ontario licensing exams, which you will be writing the written part in August, and then then there's another part of it in September that you're doing.
Yeah, so in September is the practical portion
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
So back in our day, we did it all at once. It was all, but I guess it's the COVID thing right now too that has kind of made things different with the roadmap, I guess, going forward.
Yeah, so I don't know when they would have switched it, but now it is separated. So you do the practical on one day and the written on another day. However, with COVID, we were supposed to have the ability to complete our practical in July, but unfortunately that got pushed back just because of everything going on.
Right. So exciting times. It's still looking good. You'll do your written in August and then finish the practical in September. And then when you're done, there's a room waiting for you here for you to start seeing patients. So that's a very exciting thing. What do you see your future as? What do you see yourself doing as once you roll up your sleeves this fall? Because now really, in spite of this 7 years, once you are done all of this licensing exam, now the real hard work starts. So I'm just interested in, you know, what visions you have for yourself and who you'd like to see. Is there a particular focus for the practice you'd like to create?
Yeah, so as of right now, well, firstly, we learn about all different conditions. So we have the ability to see a variety of different conditions and a variety of different people. However, that being said, I have an interest in more the neuro side of things. I find that really interesting. So things including concussions, MS, Parkinson's, stroke, and that's kind of where I have an interest as of right now. However, I've always heard the saying that you don't know what patients you're going to attract until you get into practice.
Right.
So I'm very open to things. However, just right now, that is where my interest lies.
So it's good. It's good to have interests in areas that you know, have particular focus of study for. I think that's particularly great. I mean, as a naturopathic doctor, we don't specialize. We are eclectic, and we are, you know, basically, you know, family naturopathic doctors, and we'll see anyone. But it is true. Eventually, you create a flavor of your own, of, you know, unique patients that like your style, that connect with you, and they'll tell their like-minded friends, and it'll be interesting to see how things evolve. You'll have fun, I have no doubt.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Well, we're excited to have you join us. There's 5 naturopathic doctors here at Holistic Healing Arts, and we're all uniquely different and have our own unique practices, and it's going to be just perfect to have you come and join us. You are the young generation that I'm passing the baton on to. We've got all ages represented here. I'm going to be 70 next year, and we have, you know, people that are in their, you know, their 40s and their 30s, and now we have someone in their 20s. So that's very exciting, eh? Everyone's going to be represented.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me. We're going to be posting this on Facebook, and have a great summer. And of course, we'll be talking on and off over the next few months to, help you in any way that we can to help you progress along. So thanks, Alexis. You've been a great part of our family, and I'm really excited for this new chapter to start this fall.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited to get going and whatnot. I just need to get through those exams. But no, I'm truly excited to start this next chapter, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for you. All the best. I know all the other staff and clinicians here are really excited to have you join us. So all the best, and thank you to all the folks that have been listening. And please give our clinic a call if you have any questions, and we will be seeing all of you in the months ahead. So thank you, Alexis. I'm going to figure out how to end this taping of this conversation. You have a wonderful evening. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye now.
Bye.